What is it? Dry model. Again today, huh?
What was that?
Oh, you saved me. I promise I'll help you get out of here. But yet, although not interested enough to keep me from being locked in, don't you need my help? I shall do my best. Be careful. I've got to get out of here. And begin.
Don't speak to me, meat.
Be careful. Oh, you got. Is someone there? I've got to get out of here. Never. Should have.
It didn't even do anything.
What are you doing that for? The Piper is just here. We're getting close now.
Over here! Over here!
So you're the one who barged into my home and laid waste to my projects. How nice to meet you. Names no longer matter. You may refer to me as the Caller. Now, do you have a reason for making... So you're just one of Arin's You come here, kill my assistants, disrupt my work. You've annoyed me, so I don't think I'll be giving you anything. Fine. Take them and be gone. Never return here, or else you'll face my full wrath. You have what you came for. Now leave.
Yes? What do you need?
Can you possibly help Jazargo?
Your
Until
skin's
next
as
time.
pale as the snow. Are you scared of sunlight or something?
It's so good. I can teach you, but I won't be held responsible. For what Mirabelle is I can teach you, but I won't be held responsible for what you do with the knowledge.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see who's Huh? Huh? All right then.
Divine smile on you, friend.
You know, oh my. Never. They can turn. There are also spells that help in avoiding conflict altogether. Invisibility. Tricky to master, but exceptional. Illusion.
May your next fight bring you victory. Well, well. And you seem to be in one piece. Thank you. I'll look these over and inform Mirabelle if I find anything relevant. Night of Tears, eh? I remember this one. Well, isn't that interesting? Did you read it yourself? If I recall it correctly, that has some interesting implications. You should mention that to Toldir. And here. I suppose you've earned these. Until next time.
Always encouraging to see. Did he now? Does he have information about our wonderful... Is that the one about something buried beneath Sarthal? Something that men and Merv... I'll have to make a point of I just can't seem to tear myself away. Whatever this is, if you'd allow me to indulge myself for a moment, I thought I might make a few observations. I'm sure you've already noticed the markings. They're quite unlike anything we've seen before. Eliad, Glenma, Daedric, not even Falmer. None of them are a match. Quite curious indeed. Now, I'm not sure that you're quite as attuned as I am, given my extensive years of experience, but can you feel that? This marvelous object, it practically radiates magicka, and yet it's unlike anything I've felt before. Archmage Aaron is already hard at work, and hopefully we'll have more information soon.
I'm afraid I must...
No,
It is urgent that I speak with your associate immediately.
This is most inappropriate. We're involved in serious research here.
Yes, I've no doubt of its gravity. This, however, is a matter that cannot wait.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never been interrupted like this before. The audacity. I suppose we'll continue this at some later time, when we can avoid interruptions.
I need you to come with me immediately. Let's go. Really? Well, allow me to clarify. I'd like to know why there's someone claiming to be from the Sijic Order here in the college. More importantly, I'd like to know why. So we're going to go have a little chat with him and find out exactly what it is he wants. Technically, that is true, but I still... Don't worry. You can return to your petty squabbles and meaningless research as soon as this matter is resolved. Now, you are going to speak to this monk and find out why he is here, and then he will be removed from college grounds.
It is good to meet you in person. I'd simply like to talk to you. I've given us a chance to speak privately. But I'm afraid I can't do this for long. We must be brief. The situation here at your college is of dire importance, and attempts to contact you, as we have previously, have failed. I believe it is due to the very source of our concern. This object, the Eye of Magnus, as your people have taken to calling it. The energy coming from it has prevented us from reaching you with the visions you have already seen. The longer it remains here, the more dangerous the situation becomes, and so I have come here personally to tell you it must be dealt with. I'm afraid it's not that simple. You must understand the Psijic Order does not... My presence here will be seen as an affront to some within the Order. I'm all too aware that my arrival has aroused suspicion, especially in Onkano, your Thalmor associate. Nevertheless, my Order will not act directly. You must take it upon yourself to do so. I presume you refer to Onkano's distaste for the Psijic Order. The Thalmor see our Order as a threat because we have power. I assure you that we mean you no harm. As you may have learned, this object, the world is not ready for it. If it remains here, it will be misused. Indeed, many in the Order believe it has already. Rather, something will happen soon, something that cannot be avoided. We believe that your efforts should be directed towards dealing with the aftermath, but we cannot predict. I fear I have already overstepped the bounds of my Order, but I will offer. His perception may be more coherent than ours. I am unsure. He is somewhere within the college. I am sorry I cannot provide you with further help, but this conversation requires a great deal of effort on my part. Now, I'm afraid I must leave you. It is within you to succeed. Never forget that.
I'm sorry. Were you about to say something? I'm a monk. I hope we didn't offend him somehow. Beyond asking for you, he never said. Has Tolfdir been telling stories again? Please, don't allow him to continue to discuss the subject.
Well,
now if you'll
what is the meaning of this?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't understand.
Don't play coy. You asked to see a specific member of the college. Here he is. Now what is it that you want?
It's lies. All of it. I don't care what she... No? Well, then she hasn't gotten to you yet. But she will. And don't you believe a word of it. My problem... She's threatened by me, by my skill as a wizard. But she is not going to get the better of it. She's trying to undermine my confidence, make me doubt myself.
Most here are up to something. I haven't figured... He is rather handsome, though, isn't he?
Well, I suppose I... Feralda's working on some... I want her notes. You think you could get them for... Yeah, you have a problem with... Look, either you get the notes or I'll figure out another way to do it. Just come find me if you get your hands on them. Good? All right. Good work. Here, take this and keep quiet. I think the college is... It's not enough that you've stolen the spotlight with this I'm not sure what you're playing at, but you do well to remember your place around here. All right, then.
It's always encouraging to see the younger generation. The college will be here for you no matter what. We always look after our... Not long, but you can't start casting with a fireball coming. Also, if your ward isn't negated by an incoming spell, just be careful. Casting wards requires constant concentration. Well now, there's a name I haven't heard and... My goodness, it's been years since I've spoken with him. Are you going to see him? Do tell him hello for me, won't you? Underneath the college. It's not the nicest place, so if you go down there, please do be... Well, I suppose it was all before my time, you understand. He was a brilliant student, an accomplished wizard, delved into magic in a way none... But I think he became too focused on just how much power he could acquire. That's what led to the accident. Do you remember what I first told you? About how not being able to control magic could destroy you? I didn't simply mean it could kill you. The Augur's accident is another very real type of a life destroyed. Well, it's been described as an accident. I can't imagine it was intentional. Something must have gone wrong, and he ended up in the state he's in now, fused to the energies that flow through the college. I've never felt it appropriate to ask him about it, about how that must feel. Or I suppose, if he can feel at all. Mm-hmm.
Perseverance will only lead to disappointment. Still, you persist. Very well. You may enter. I am that which you have been seeking. Your efforts are in vain. It has already begun. Those who have sent you have not told you what they seek, what you seek. Indeed. And so you have come looking, though you do not know why. Like others before you, you blindly follow a path to your own destruction. The Thalmor came seeking answers as well, unaware they will be his undoing. Your path now follows his, though you will arrive too late. No, though you may be the last, the one who calls himself Ancano has sought my knowledge as well. through very different questions. Your path differs from most. You are being guided, pushed towards something. It is a good path, one untraveled by many. It is a path that can save your college. I will tell you what you need to know to follow it further. You, and those aiding you, wish to know more about the Eye of Magnus. You wish to avoid the disaster of which you are not yet aware. To see through Magnus's eye without being blinded, you require his staff. Events now spiral quickly towards the inevitable center, so you must act with haste. Take this knowledge to your Archmage.
Good to see you. Finally, someone useful is around. Really? And what? I'm sorry. Well, I'd certainly love to have... And how do you know of this? Did you read? And he I'm impressed with your initiative. Of course, someone will need to follow up on this. Since you... Something... I seem to recall Mirabelle mentioning the staff somewhat recently. I'm quite pleased with your progress, you know. You certainly... This circlet once proved invaluable to me. I hope it can be of use to you now. I hope Mirabelle is helpful. In locating the staff. Need something?
If there are any problems, let me know. Well, now that's an odd question. Why in the world would you be... I see. Well, yeah, I only brought it to his attention a few months. They were apparently under the impression we were... My understanding, I was quite It became clear they're trying to hoard powerful artifacts, looking to consolidate. No one... The Synod seemed convinced it was somewhere in Skyrim. It sounded... I suppose if you're intent on looking for the staff, there's a chance they... I'm not really sure. Made and used by Magnus. I believe I've heard it said that it's the sort of embellishment wizards of ancient times loved to make. No more than any... They're a very... In fact, no one has seen or heard from them in over 100 years now, though. Have you managed to track down the Synod or the staff of Magnus?
Can take you. That's your best. Guess it's all clear now.
Crystal. Gone. find Paratus in Oculory. Need something? Farewell.
Gavros! Is that you? I'd almost given up hope. Let me get the door. What the? What are you doing here? What have you done with Gavros? And just why would you... Oh, it doesn't matter now. It's all been... So congratulations, whoever you are. You found the Synod. Just me, alone. Surrounded by angry machines and angrier Falmer. It didn't work the first time. I tried to tell Gavros, but he wouldn't listen. No, it won't be too cold, he said. Well, I was right, wasn't I? Focus completely wrong by the time we got here. The cold had warped it. Gavros had to cart it all the way back to Cyrodiil. Left the rest of us here to fend off the damnable Falmer. It was a brilliant idea, really. Mostly mine, though. Secret, though. Official Synod business. I am on official... I might well ask the same of you. Running around by your... Well, I'm afraid I can't help you with that. You found... How in the world? That's it? In fact, who... You are. Savos wouldn't even grant us an audience when we came to you. I don't much like this, I'll tell you. But you saved my... Come on. I'll explain on the way. No matter what Gavros said, this was my idea first. The Council is going to know that when I get back. I was the one who thought of using this oculory. I don't know what the dwarves called it. Something unpronounceable, I'm sure. From all our research, it seems we're intent on discerning the nature of the divine. This machinery, all of it, was designed to collect starlight, and then, I'm not sure, split it somehow? It was my idea. Replace one of the key elements with a focusing crystal. Months of enchantments went into it. Let's just hope they got it right this time. Yes? Here it is. Magnificent, isn't it? Took an incredible amount of work to get it running again. Now I'm hoping it'll all be worth it. Place the crystal in the central apparatus, and we can start the process for focusing it. Now the crystal needs to be focused. It was created so far away. Heating and cooling the you'll need to use spells. There should be a few basic tomes around here somewhere in case your training is even more substandard than I finally going to pay off. What's this? These results, they're not at all what they should be. This projection should be lit up like the night sky. Something is creating an incredible amount of interference. Something in Winterhold, it looks like. What are you playing at? Is this some attempt to stall my work? So what is it? What have you done? Did you know what we were attempting? Are you here to make sure your plan... Well, explain yourself. You and your college have ruled. How did you do it? Either you're you have something at your college, don't you? Something immensely... So you do have... Whether this was intentional or not, it suggests some interesting results. You're looking for some... Well, even if you are trying to ruin my work, there's still something to be learned here. I can't explain the details. That would be giving away many secrets the Synod have learned over the years. Also, I doubt you'd be able to comprehend the details. Have you seen the orrery in the Imperial City? It was the inspiration for this idea. Instead of projecting the sky, we project all of Tamriel, and then harness the latent energies to overlay the positions of... What's important is that all of this work was designed to reveal to us sources of great magical power. Purely to help safeguard the Empire, of course. And yet, in the end, only 2 locations have been revealed to us. One is your college. The other, well, that can only be labyrinthian. So, maid, even if all you've said here is lies, I know you have something in Winterhold that... So fine, trudge off to Labyrinthian in search of your staff. This is not over, I assure you. Well, I mean, yes, certainly it is. But that doesn't matter now, because I know you're hoarding something. Even the Council will be informed of this. They will find out what you're up to. Well, yeah, the Council will be informed of this. I think your trickery won't confuse me.
You have done well thus far, but trying times are ahead. It is imperative that you return to your college at once. You will be called on to take swift action, rise to the challenge, and discover what you are capable of. You are on the right path, and you will prevail.
You consider restoration a valid school of magic? Good. Not that I require validation, of course. There are just some... It can make life difficult when one's colleagues fail... Well, but I'm quite aware of what's going on. I'll gladly share my knowledge with you. Until next time.
I don't know. It's like a ward, but who's casting it? On Kano? How?
I don't care what it is. I want it down now. I want to know what he's doing in there.
We need to find out what Onkano is up to.
I don't know what he's doing, but he won't get away. Excellent. I'd suggest Onkano has some... Help us get through this, will you? We're throwing everything we have at don't know. I'm afraid I don't see... Now's not the time. What is that going on? I don't know what he's doing, but he won't get away with it. Now is yours.
What's going on? Hey, Connor, stop this at once. I command
you. Are you all right? Can you walk? I need you on your feet. Ankano is doing something. I haven't seen Savo since the explosion. I need you to find the Archmage. I'll be fine. I just need a minute to catch my breath. Find Savos. I'll be fine. I just need a minute to catch my breath. Find Savos.
I'm going to find
What's
who I
happened?
did
Are
this.
you all right? What happened in there? Is he responsible? There's... Quickly now, quickly. I'll find Mirabelle and see if we can't put a stop to this.
Is he dead?
Please, make sure Winterhold is safe. Please, make sure Winterhold is safe.
Don't do that!
Please, make sure Winterhold is safe.
Someone do something! What to do?
By order of the Jarl, stop right there.
Of course. Huh? Until next time.
What's going on? What happened in there? It may be... Let's get down there. Come on up. Hey, watch it!
Cleared out, I guess. I've been looking. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your head. I've been looking for you. Let's see here. I've got a letter. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
We've got to stay focused. Until next time.
Well, wish I could say that Tolfdir and I can try and keep this contained. You need to get your hands on the Staff of Magnus, now. What? Are you... That can't be a coincidence. He told me it was from Labyrinthian, and I think... Take it and get out of here. Bring back that staff before Ancano brings the whole college down around us. If we can't stop this, what happens to the rest of Skyrim?